is something that's intriguing to you, how do you get started? Well, the first thing is to do some initial planning. First of all, think about one or two key business problems that CRM can help you solve. Where are you going to focus your efforts, focus your energy, and where is the biggest need right now in your bank or credit union that CRM could help with? The other thing that you need to start thinking about and planning for is out of those many business applications we talked about, which ones are absolutely must-haves for integration with that CRM in terms of the relative importance for building out that customer 360 view. And then, of course, you've got to choose a CRM platform. We're going to be showing you a CRM platform called Creatio today. It's one that we're seeing many of our banking and credit union customers select at this point. But obviously, you want to evaluate the tools that are out there and find the one that fits your needs. And finally, you need to implement your CRM. And what we find is really important here is to consider this as a multiple phase implementation. You should be thinking about implementation phases, not implementation phase. Start with what we like to call a minimal viable product, MVP. What is the minimal amount of functionality that my system needs to truly be useful to my employees that we can roll out quickly and build on over time? In that phase one, in that MVP phase, what we typically see our banking and credit union customers do is focus on two things. The first is building out that customer 360 view. So integrate with your core banking system and maybe 1 to 5 other key applications. Probably doing a one-way pull into your CRM as a starting point. So pulling that data out of your core and those other systems into your CRM. As a starting point towards building out that full 360 customer view. So what is the data that's most important to help us get started, knowing that we're going to add more functionality around this as we move forward. And the second thing we see people start with is picking one key business problem that's going to help drive user adoption, giving your users, your employees, a reason to be using the CRM every day. And we see two common targets here, either referrals or case management. So kind of looking at how are you doing those two things today? Are there any pain points in your current system? And based off of that, choosing to focus in on one of those key business problems or another business problem, it doesn't have to be one of those two, to really focus on for that first phase. And then once you get that first phase rolled out, over time, you're going to add additional functions. And this doesn't have to be a lot of time necessarily, but you're going to do things like add additional integrated systems so that you can start to really truly connect everything together and make that actual 360 customer view where you really can see everything on one screen. You're also probably going to start to look at two-way integration, being able to do at least simple updates like maybe an address change or a phone number change from inside the CRM system, rather than having to go to the core or other systems in order to do some of those things. You're also going to start to see other ways that CRM can solve problems within your business. CRM, especially No Code CRM, is a very flexible tool. It can be used for lots of other types of functions than just traditional CRM functions. And so we see our customers grow and add in other processes and other areas of the business over time as they start to understand the potential of what CRM can do for them. You're going to add more automation. You might add marketing functions, just finding other ways to build on top of what you've started to create here.